Mount Redtooth. Its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the Champion of Light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
I don't know if that's the exact same thing that he said the first time we were here. Well, now I'm more armed, so we'll see what happens. Also, is my
As history
sensitivity back up?
repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
I better find Dr. Meadows' car.
Yep, so now he knows where to go. Pretty sure someone spawned back there, right? Oh yeah, Grenadier! Gotta conserve on some ammo. Boom, boom, boom. There's a new memoir here. I don't remember. Was this place always a place that you could grab ammo? I don't remember it last time there. Oh, I forgot one?
The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal. Despite that, the air felt cool and refreshing this late at night. It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet.
It was a hot day, but yet it is never day in this place.
When
Dr.
Dr. Rachel
Meadows.
Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
Stopped at the wrong rest stop? Is that a general word that they use for any place that people stop at? So the restaurants or the motel? Boom, 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 boom. Gotta go, gotta go. This time we're completing stuff a lot quicker. A lot quicker, a lot faster. Inserting batteries. Grenade out! Gotta make sure not to waste all that ammo. Cosmological truce?
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this game, aside from the first game in Alan Wake, the series, this game was kind of setting up, I guess, Control. Because in that game, they deal with a lot of mystical or scientific anomalies. And so they're dealing with it kind of in this game, but yet it's still a mystery of what's even happening. Okay, get through. Oh. I thought I was gonna need to, like, press a button to get through there. Also, why is her car not up there? Why is it down here? Was her car stolen the first time? I forgot. But yeah, I'm gonna Check this out. The darkness.
The darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
Alright. Yep, basically just describing Alan Wake 1, or just Alan Wake, however you would want to say it. Ah, they blocked this. What the fuck? I think a single bird flew back into the dude. Ah, you bastard. He went straight into his bird form. It fucked right off. Are they gonna fly back? Come on. Come to the bottom. There we go. Also, there was a weapon here that I don't think I grabbed the first time. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Jesus. There we go. Yep, just go in the same spot. That's exactly where I want you to go. Not enough? What the fuck? 40? I feel like I was gaining so many in this level. The fuck? Or, like, on my pace. 30. Damn. The Taken.
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr. throws at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. But I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
It's weird. I keep pressing resume, but it doesn't take me straight to the game. It keeps trying to take me other places. Yeah, I just wanted to check around, make sure there was nothing that I missed. So, unfortunately, there's nothing. Just pick up all that, though. I need it all. Doctor, I am back. Manuscripts. Pick up that. The nature of stories.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
Alright, very interesting. Thank you, Ellen. We'd love to know. That is very poetic on how we think of stories.
It's you! How dare you! No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
Thanks.
Thanks, I don't even have to convince you this time. Also, another story from Mr. Scratch or whatever.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that.
Keep things basic,
Like
as in
this.
basic torture.
Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the
It's a
extra
retractable
oomph.
blade.
If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Interesting. I guess probably next time we'll see who he's torturing. Or probably it was just that first guy, the assistant to this
You'll have to
woman.
forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
Interesting. She feels like this should be happening, but she doesn't know who I am. The first girl remembered exactly who I was. She still has me confused with Mr. Scratch.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something
Don't
will go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, you should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna explain to her. Because either this is the timeline, or we're gonna have to do this again. So, might as well explain it to her, so she's on somewhat of the same page as us.
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I. But I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor.
Yep, I empathize with you. I'm also crazy.
For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
Sure, but you have to stop second-guessing yourself at some point. if you want to get something done.
Well, I really did feel that was super convincing. Like, she just kind of turned away. Like, her just saying that and him saying that really didn't tell me that she's on my side and believes everything that's going on. Can I just jump? Damn. Oh, wait. Maybe if I jump twice? Okay, well, I mean, I hurt myself, but better than nothing, right? They're gonna sabotage the pipes. I don't want that. I want the assault rifle ammo, you bastard! Pick it up. Oh, can't carry anymore. I still don't understand the point of that jump. What is that jump for if it does literally nothing? So, I thought I saw something there. Back away, you bastards! Just gut them down. State troopers got nothing on me. Also, I feel like I never get batteries. Are you supposed to get batteries only when you do the... I'm trying to think what they're called. The stashes? Lost in the dark place.
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been 2 years. I know Alice has moved on. I've tried to find a way back to her, back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible. Time does strange things here, but dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them.
That's actually really interesting. I wonder how this factors in Alan Wake 2. Like, is he able to convince his family that he's still alive so they don't move on? Or is he going to be too late and by the time he does send the message that gets through? Oh, yep, there they are. Hold on. I got something for y'all. I got something for all of y'all. I was like, is it one of those paranormal entities right now attacking me, or if it was something else? Grenadier! Frag out!
These beings hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the light and secure the area that way.
I swear to God, I hate this so much that he jumps every time.
All right.
He did it again!
To the signal. Please, head back.
Oh, he's turning that into a poltergeist. Or they're gonna mess with something else. Like, the car's lights are on!
I guess they didn't like that.
Like, I don't understand how this darkness works. Okay, that explosion was a little delayed.
Trying to kill me.
Ah, fucker! Just send that back to cover me. Oh, fuck. Damn it, they're blocking my way. these are fake, so you can't even get healed if I did get injured there. I fell for their trap! Damn, 2 shots and they're dead. Pretty weak enemies. Ah, fucker! Shot me in the back. Or hit me in the back. It's kind of weird because they're missing a few enemy types that were in the first game. Like, they're not exactly using the birds. Like, in the first game, the birds could attack you as an enemy type, and you had to burn them away with the light. And they also had... Ooh, shit. Damn! You're just tossing nades everywhere. And they also had, like, super speedy guys in the first game. Oh, shit. Damn, they are running. They are not trying to be anywhere near me. I do kind of miss the super speedy guys. Like, the differences of having the speedster, the big guy, and a couple of the other variants to all balance out and make a well-rounded enemy types. Are they gonna attack in here again? Please tell me you've been getting the scan.
Please, come up here.
Alright, so we don't need to face them in here. Let me get all my ammo. Get all that. I swear, better either have the full thing or most of it, or I'm gonna be pissed. Also, it's so weird how it's shaped like this. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I usually just see, like, the big telescope is the only part. I've never seen this thing that's holding the telescope. Like, it's usually the telescope and then right there.
You find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
Alright. What do you want
What's
to
on your
know?
mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there
Anything
anything
else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that.
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was
Jesus.
that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
I thought she was gonna gaslight him. Because that sounds very... I don't know, that sounds like a common thing that I've heard. Of like, if someone does something and something bad happens to them, it's their fault. That's what it was kind of sounding to me. But yeah, it's like he's manipulating reality and setting these characters in because this is a book attempt for his escape.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
Can't wait to see what the drive-thru has now.